Have you ever felt like you don't matter? Like the world moves on and you're just there? Maybe you've asked yourself, what's the point? Do I even have a purpose? Let me remind you of something powerful. You are chosen. Yes, you. Before you took your first breath, before the stars were even placed in the sky, you were on God's mind. He saw you, He knew you, and He chose you. You're not here by accident. You're not random. In fact, Ephesians 1 verse 4 tells us He chose us in Him before the creation of the world to be holy and blameless in His sight. Think about that. Before anything existed, God looked through time, saw your face, and said, "This one is mine." But maybe you're thinking, why me? I'm nothing special. I've made too many mistakes. I'm not talented enough, strong enough, or good enough. Stop right there. Do you know who God chooses? The broken, the overlooked, the ones who feel unworthy. He doesn't call the perfect. He perfects the called. When God chose Moses, Moses said, "I can't do this. I stutter." But God said, "Go, I'll be with you." When He chose David, David wasn't a king. He was a shepherd boy, forgotten by everyone but God. And Mary, she wasn't a queen. She was an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. But God looked at her and said, "Through you, the Savior will come." And now He's looking at you. Right now, He's saying, "I see you. I know you feel unseen, but I've never taken my eyes off you. You're exactly who I need to fulfill the purpose I've placed inside of you." Maybe you're in a season where you feel stuck. Life feels heavy, and the answers you're looking for seem so far away. You're waiting for a breakthrough, for a sign, for something to happen. Let me tell you this. Waiting isn't wasted. God is working in your waiting. Like a seed buried in the ground, you're growing roots, even in the dark. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Did you hear that? Plans to give you hope, plans to give you a future. God's plans for you are bigger than anything you could dream for yourself. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need to be perfect or have all the answers. God has already equipped you with everything you need. The gifts, the talents, the passions inside of you, they're not random. They're intentional. They're part of your design. But here's the thing. Being chosen doesn't mean life will be easy. It means you've been called to something bigger than yourself. And that's why your story matters. Your story, every struggle, every triumph, every tear can inspire someone else. There's someone out there who needs to see your faith, your courage, your resilience. Jesus said in Matthew 5 verse 14, "You are the light of the world." Not you might be or you could be. You are. And the world needs your light. The world needs your kindness, your strength, your hope. Even when you feel small, your actions can create a ripple that touches lives you may never even know about. So don't hide your light. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let the lies of this world tell you that you're not enough, that your voice doesn't matter, that your dreams are too big. You were made to shine. You were made to stand out. And if you're still wondering, why me? Let me tell you why. Because God doesn't see you the way the world does. He doesn't measure you by your mistakes, your qualifications, or your status. He sees your heart. He sees what you can't see in yourself. And He says, "You are mine. You are chosen, and I'm not letting you go." You might feel unqualified, but remember, God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. If He placed a dream in your heart, He will give you everything you need to fulfill it. So stand tall, lift your head, trust the one who called you. You are not forgotten. You are not a mistake. You are loved. You are seen. You are chosen.